Alright, Archero 2 Update 1.0.15 patch notes have been released, and it looks like this one actually is packed with a lot of stuff. Along with this patch note, we had this new trailer here, which is highlighting one of the two new heroes, Demon King Atreus, and then the other one being Rolla. Now, if you played Archero 1, you know that both of these heroes have been around before. Actually, Atreus was the original hero before they added all the heroes, and wasn't really that good compared to some of the new ones that came out. Now, as we know, Archero 2 is not following the same path as Archero 1, so Atreus might actually be incredibly strong. Not to mention, this is going to be a legendary hero, although it looks like this is only going to be from a limited time event. So I don't know how difficult number 1 it is going to be unlock it, and then number 2, trying to get extra copies to go and star this thing up. But it looks like Rolla will be the one you can get for free in the Level Rush Rewards event. No idea what this is, if this is going to be just progressing levels inside chapters. Who knows, we'll have to wait and see on it, but once again, I think this will be getting unlocked, but how are we going to get more copies for the stars? Either way, it's nice to see new heroes added. I just hope they don't take the path of Archero 1, where every single month you get a new hero, and you can never catch up on getting these things unlocked or upgraded without spending a ton of money. And with this, we'll also be getting the friend system. We just got this added in Capybara Go. Now you log in, go over your friends tab, you send energy, you collect energy, but you can only collect so much each day. Still, a little extra energy is never a bad thing, whether it's pushing chapters or just doing a couple extra quick hunts. This is something that I think we can all use or won't complain about having. Looks like we'll also be getting the Artifact Furnace. This sounds like it's going to be extremely late game in the fact that it'll unlock when you have extra artifact shards. Meaning that you'll have to go and get one of your artifacts up to, say, 16 stars, I think it is, and then any extras you'll have it unlock, and I imagine you're going to burn these things in, and a certain number you can go and trade it out for another shard. Could even be a wishing coin, who knows, we'll have to wait to see if we ever get to that point. I think the big one that caught my eye was going to be the S-rank gear swap, which once again, we just saw this added to Capybara Go, which they made a couple of tweaks on over there. Originally, you had to have a mythic piece of gear and 6 legendary pieces of gear along with a swap talisman. This pretty much made it where you had all the legendary S grades and you were pretty much just swapping a piece of gear out and not needing the fodders. After a little bit of backlash, they then changed it to 1 piece of mythic gear and 1 legendary gear. You use that swap talisman and it's pretty much just flip-flopping the two. I don't think this is going to be anything like we were hoping for, where we could go and convert, say, an epic S grade over to whatever we wanted. I think this is more going to be, you get a piece of gear up to mythic, you could switch it into another mythic piece, and then with having that whole dismantle thing, if you wanted to, you could drop it down to 2 legendary +3s. But this is only in speculation. We'll have to wait to see when it comes out, but my hopes for it aren't really as high as I think they originally would have been. The Advanced Gear Fusion, this is just going to be a way to speed up from clicking that button over and over. Don't really see too much benefit from this, and we are going to be getting more chapters, chapter 91 through 95. And if you do have a favorite hero or you just want to show off that outfit, sounds like Sacred Hall is going to have a little bit of a rearranging of the heroes based by which ones you like best. Maybe a spotlight of the one that you're using right in the center, or even throwing it up in the top where we usually see Ada. I think the biggest news is going to be the events we're going to be getting, which will be the Easter event on the 19th. Sounds like this is going to be just a co-op battle. We've seen this before in Archero 1, where you can go and just play a mission through and you have a second hero on the screen. And this could be the first step of us getting closer to co-op mode in the game. So this will start dropping on April 19th. Hopefully it's free to play. Hopefully we can get some good stuff out of this without having too much of a cash grab. But if we go in there and it doesn't look like it's too free to play friendly, hang on to those gems, because the Angler Bounty, the fishing event, is going to be coming back on the 26th, and this will be a way that we can go and really stock up on those etch runes. With everything here, we also got some optimizations. The Meteor etch rune is now getting buffed, where meteors would bounce forever until they bounced off the screen. Now they're going to bounce off the wall, and it'll have a duration of how long you actually see them out there. For me, I'm excited for the Super Freeze is getting a buff. The duration of that looks like it's going to be longer. Throwing that on with Tracking Eye is already powerful enough, but the fact that they're going to extend it even further, this is going to be a huge win for me. Looks like we can also swipe down on some of the skills when playing in-game. In Arena, the Griffin necklace is getting a buff on the fact of the heart drop, so if you're going up against Griffin users, you might want to keep your eye out and just try to dodge them all together. And it looks like the Supreme League had a little bit of an error with display things. They're fixing that too. But overall, looks like we got some good stuff, or at least some new stuff coming in this, so I'm pretty excited for that. But if you guys want to know about Habby's new game, Whittle Defender, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.